Ladies, what the hell is going on? How'd this guy get through? What? Ladies, you almost had a shutout, okay? All you liberal white girls that ended up becoming teachers, you almost had a shutout of being exclusively the only group of teachers to have relationships with the student. Now this guy comes in, you let him in. I mean, you're still shit, not even joking. Rollo's been tracking it. What are we up to now? Number of teachers that had relationships with their students, almost all exclusively women. Asian, also a teacher of the year. It doesn't matter. I'm being, of course, dark humor, funny, because for once it's a guy. What the hell, ladies? And also related to there was the Asian teacher. I think she was teacher of the year. She was teacher of the year. That's not debatable. In California for a year. This guy, teacher of the year. How many teachers of the year were celebrating Charlie Kirk's death and are now getting fired or maybe promoted, depending on the school district you're in? And don't you know where he's from? Yeah, now, don't ya? Oh, yeah. Former Minnesota Teacher of the Year convicted of sexually doing a thing to a student. Because I could say sexually, and I can say a bunch of other words, and I can say assault or assaulting, but I can't say those together now, can I? Because we can't have adult conversations. Some people's feelings might get offended. Never mind, it might prevent other 14-year-old students from having this happen to him. But we need to care. We got to care about the fifis of criminal leftists. Former Minnesota Teacher of the Year has been convicted of SAing one of his students who was 14 at the time. Abdul Jamil Wright, diversity is our strength. 39 was convicted of one count of first degree criminal sexual conduct in Hennepin County Court Wednesday. Now here, what to show you the world of leftists, because here's the thing, you create these little socialist monsters, right? One of them just bumped off Charlie Kirk. I could see it where the school system created a victim, right? And this might have been a false accusation or a stretching of the truth, right? We're in that world, right? This guy could actually be innocent. I mean, I don't know. There's been an investigation. Who really knows? But I'm not I'm not trying to defend him. I'm trying to show you the world of wackadoo leftist, world where the teachers are socialist pieces of shit and they raise socialist pieces of shit. The story I told you many times before, the lamprey attached itself to the lamprey that was always attached to a fish because, frankly, lampreys are parasites and criminals don't care where they get their money. They will attack their own. So I could see they raised this Frankenstein monster and the kid made a false accusation, right? That's a possibility, right? Raise your kids and homeschool them. Wright was an 8th grade English teacher at Harvard Best Academy in Minneapolis. What is Harvard Best Academy? Is that some bullshit school that we're going to help out the kids and you don't? Harvard Best Academy, not now. Belief in our scholars can accomplish. This is how is unleashing the potential, transforming communities, reading, writing. If I go here, am I going to see a bunch of diversity as our strength? Tuition-free, culture affirming. How about, this girl still has a mask on. When's the last time this website was updated? Every kid's got a mask on. When did you update this? Fuck it, I don't have to look at this. He was named Education Minnesota's Teacher of the Year. That's the teachers union. 2016, with the assaults taking place during the 2016-2017 school year. What'd he do? Did we do enough investigation? Right? Was this I'm trying, help me out. Did he put his arm around a kid and say, "Good going, Joey"? Was that it? Or was it actually, like, legit? Because first degree, that's pretty legit, right? According to the court documents, the former student said Wright had groomed her by singling her out, giving her special treatment, and letting her eat lunch in his classroom. Wright began to call the victim every day and developed a closer relationship with her mom. The victim also babysat Wright's children at his home. Right? Wait, the victim. Oh, so she babysat his children. He had children at home. The relationship escalated, and the two had sex for almost a year, ending when the student. Oh, yeah. Okay, that ain't just patting Joey on the back now, is it? Yeah. Uh, would assault her in his classroom, house, and victim's home, according to court document. According to Minnesota Star Tribune, victim's father said that Wright allowed the case to go to trial and forcing his daughter to testify went along with him, waving it in our face that he thought he was going to get away with it. Wright's presumptive sentence is 144 months, but liberal white women who are in charge of the Minnesota Department of Justice were turned on by the man and says, "I want him to do that to me and let him go for free." I'm kidding, but they are going to be easy on the guy. But the court case can use its discretion to increase the sentence to 172 months. He's also required to register as a predatory offender and will be on conditional release in 10 years. For 10 years. 144, what is that? That's 12 years. It could be upgraded to 16. My thoughts are with the victim, Mr. Wright's harmful and grossly inappropriate conduct. Her testimony was an act of courage, head attorney Mary Moriarty said in a statement, who probably is then, the judge. What is it? But he's a pretty good looking guy, right? So we should let him go, right? Right? Isn't that what you do? You let criminals go in Minnesota. It's the good thing now, don't you? He might have had a bad upbringing now, don't you know? He didn't get enough liberal white women hugs to make him like overcome it. Mr. Wright abused his authority and the trust placed on him as a teacher, since followed protect community, blah, 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 blah. There you go. I'm going to be going on with Pearl in about 15 minutes. I just wanted to read that. Oh, there's a ton of articles from Minnesota. It's like the number of people who are getting fired for cheering on the death of someone using his First Amendment. The Minnesota is decaying so quickly, especially the Twin Cities, that you just can't keep up. Two of the established barbecue places have shut down now. I just can't. But I saw that. And just so you know, I'm related to everyone losing their jobs. Isn't it shocking how many teachers? Remember the guy with the looped earrings, and then the weak soy boy guy? Those are just two to be mentioned. You, how much? At the end of the day, when everyone gets fired, the pie chart, teachers are going to be the single biggest piece of that pie who got fired. I'm going to say it again. I've been saying it for years. Y'all didn't listen to this. Is going back to when I was a kid. Teachers are fucking assholes. Yeah, I know there's some good teachers, but I did the math again. If you must be reminded, I had 89 teachers, only 3 were worth of shit. The rest were fucking assholes. They're lazy. They're trying to avoid real work. That's why they never want to leave school, whether they're in it, taking it, or they're there working at it. They want summers off. You have a selection bias of lazy, low IQ people who just don't want to work. And they want to indoctrinate kids. Some of them want to have relations with your kids. Now, I got to update the figures because when I first looked at it, there's like millions of teachers. So if you have scores of instances, it's not that common. But goddamn, man, it seems to be happening a lot. You people just can't keep your hands off of other people's kids, can you? And how many of you, I bet you at least 65% of the teachers secretly are very happy that Charlie Kirk got shot. And a couple of them mouthed off about because it was edgy. These are the people educating your kids. And I'm not talking to you Democrat leftist parents. You give a shit about your kids. You love your politics more than your kids. But for you conservatives who say, "Oh, something's got to be done now, don't you know? Don't you think there? Yeah. Hey, Sven, maybe you quit being a fucking pussy and you pull your kids out of the school and you homeschool. Oh, but then my girlfriend, my wife Becky, won't be able to afford her Range Rover. No, yeah, no. Well, then I guess you got to sell the Range Rover. Oh, but then my peanut get touched now. And my peen getting touched is more important than my kids not getting touched in the schools and being indoctrinated to hate me. Yeah, now? Don't you think they're so yeah now? Get your kids. If you love here, two groups of people that don't love their kids. Democrats, okay, right? You love your politics. You might love your kids. Let me rephrase that. There are two groups of people who love something more than their kids. Okay. Democrats, they love their politics more than their kids. And then the pansified, spineless Republican types with the spineless father who just wants his peen touched and with a wife about to divorce him and they need the shit. It's just a couch. You want your stuff. Because we got to keep up with the Joneses because it was the popularity contest in the suburbs there now. Yeah. And you need free babysitting. That's what the public schools are. So for the remaining, I don't know, 10% of the American parents who actually love their kids, get them the fuck out of the schools and homeschool them. Oh, how did we get here? I don't know. They just started shooting at it. Oh my God. Donor, $2, one fork, one spoon. Thank you. One fork, one spoon, one knife, one bowl, one cup. That's it. That's all you need, man. I should have, I had the one fork, one spoon, one bowl, one knife. I had one plate, but that plate broke. I remember it. But now I don't know which one it is because the GF brought a couple. Like, we don't have ridiculous, we have like 5 of each now. And I'm like, which was my original one? I should have marked it somehow. The original one fork, one spoon, one bowl, one knife. Dre, hey Dre, $2. Cappy is making the Carlson School famous worldwide. I am probably one of the more notable alumni of that piece of shit school. And I'll do everything in my power to prevent everybody from making my mistake. Do not attend the Carlson School of Management. Go to Western Governors University instead. Ice Snows, hey, $2. Gonorrhea, no. Bob, $5. Apparently, the shooter was recently brainwashed in college and was a transformer. If it's true, it's a bad look for the. You're in the comments and all the different. They're saying, "Oh, he was a conservative." No, he was brought up in a conservative household. It doesn't mean he's a conservative. It's all the fucking bots, all the fucking activists. It might actually be real activists, but most of it's just bots or people over in India and Pakistan being told by one Democrat operative, "Tell him it's conservative. Quick, it's all falling apart. Tell him it was a conservative." No, it wasn't. Or at least the evidence thus far is indicating, yeah, he was a lefty, and yeah, he might be trans adjacent. But I know you guys aren't going to like me. There's trans people like Kardashian guy, the guy who was the Olympian, right? I think there's another gal. She's actually conservative. I've had a handful of actual trans clients. The rest of these people are posers. They're just straight people, just attention whoring. That's all they are. And I feel bad for the handful of people out there who are legit trans, and just want to be left alone in peace. But you are a distinct minority of people claiming that title. It's straight, spoiled kids from the suburbs primarily who want attention. That they're not trans and they're not gay. No, 20% of Gen Zers are not straight. No, the girls were not lesbian when they fake made out in the 90s just to get us to spend more money. They were straight girls just taking us along for a ride. Alex Patino, truck driver, Latino agent in the field. Concerning how students were behaving after Charlie Kirk was unalive, so 100% my bet is the teachers are culpable. Did you not see my first video? That was my whole concluding point once this thing kicked off. The Democrat Party is indirectly responsible for it because their teachers brainwashed about 3 generations now of children to think the most important thing about them is the way they were born. They are oppressed by the conservatives, the Republicans, America, white people, whatever. And their only point and purpose in life is to overthrow them. That's you gotta bash the fash. That's their only goal in life. And they have no skills, no talent, student loan debt. They're complete Frankenstein robot monsters. And that was all the teachers doing. I'm not yelling at you, Alex. I kept telling everyone. I kept telling you all the teachers were bad. You're like go back 30 years ago. Oh my God, teachers are amazing. Cops, firefighters, Jesus, Gandhi, and teachers are just the most one. No, teachers are fucking vile people. They're not your friends. And oh, look, it's starting to be that way. Elon Musk filthy jockstrap, $5. Hi, Cappy. What are your thoughts on immortalizing Charlie Kirk as one on a postage stamp before Christmas card season two, canonized by the U.S. born Pope? Well, was he Catholic though? Don't you have to be Catholic? I don't know. Give the guy what I'm afraid of is people are capitalizing now on his death. All right, I'm very in the rare use of the word passionate about this topic because it pisses me off, and I've been proven right. But I do not like making money off the death of Charlie Kirk, which is why once the revenue starts to flatten, I'm donating all the money I made on that first video to it. I think this is the same thing. It's called simonry. Um, let's hold off. All right. You can make him a stamp, sure. I don't know, canonized? Aren't there rules? Don't you have to do like life works? Charlie Kirk was 31. Mother Teresa lived forever. I don't know. I'm not Catholic, but fuck the Pope. I mean, well, no, I'm sorry. We got a new Pope. I don't know about this Pope. I'm used to having the old one, who was a Marxist. All right, that's it. I'll be on Pearly's channel here in a little bit. We'll see you guys. Oh, link below how not to become a millennial. So you can look at all the lies your teachers told you and fucked up your lives. Yeah, that's for you, millennials. Look at who your real enemy is. See you guys later, Toodles.